Are you feeling tired even though you take vitamin B12 every day? A genetic mistake could be blocking 60% of your body's ability to absorb it. That's right, and this is just one of the issues that millions of Americans are facing when supplementing with vitamin B12. Most people believe that simply taking a B12 pill is enough to improve energy, reduce fatigue, and enhance memory. But the reality shows that beyond this genetic issue, there are dangerous interactions with everyday foods, common medications that interfere with absorption, and even the timing of when you take it can keep you awake all night. In this video, I'll reveal each problem in order from most common to most shocking, including things that even many doctors don't realize. You'll understand why your body isn't absorbing B12 and how to fix each specific issue. At the end of this video, I'll guide you on how to get a comprehensive resource document about these issues, along with specific solutions so you can save it and reference it anytime. So don't leave the reins and make sure to watch until the end. 1. The first mistake that 8 out of 10 people make is taking B12 at the wrong time of day. B12 is a water-soluble vitamin that stimulates the central nervous system. When you take it in the evening, it will activate your brain and keep you alert, potentially causing insomnia that lasts for hours. This is especially harmful for older adults who already struggle with sleep. The best time to take B12 is in the morning on an empty stomach, along with a large glass of water. The water helps transport the vitamin through your stomach to the small intestine, where B12 is absorbed most effectively. 2. Wrong dosage. Many people think that the dosage listed on the product label is sufficient, but this is a serious misconception that can leave you chronically deficient. Your body only absorbs 1 to 2% of B12 from pills, while from natural food sources it can be 50 to 5. This means that if you need 4 micrograms from food, you'll need 1,000 to 5,000 micrograms from pills to achieve the same effect. This is exactly why people taking low-dose B12, according to label recommendations, still feel tired and see no significant improvement. 3. Genetic issue MTHFR gene. This is a mistake that 40 to 60% of Americans make without knowing it, and it's directly related to your DNA structure. The MTHFR gene mutation is a genetic condition that prevents your body from converting B12 and folate into the active form that cells can use. This means that no matter how many synthetic B12 pills you take, your body still cannot activate and use them effectively. The consequences include chronic fatigue, mood issues like depression and depression, and especially dangerous elevated homocysteine levels in your blood. High homocysteine is a major risk factor for cardiovascular disease in people over 50. Fortunately, you can test for this condition with a simple blood test or at home saliva test kit. If you discover you have the MTHFR gene mutation, the solution is to switch to using methyl instead of cyanocobalamin. Are you currently taking B12? If so, comment number 1, along with your dosage and age. We'll provide personalized advice for you right in the comments section. 4. Using the wrong type of B12. The most common type of B12 on the market is actually made from a toxic substance that many people have no idea about. Cyanocobalamin is the type of B12 found in most cheap supplements and fortified foods sold at grocery stores. This form is manufactured in laboratories by combining cobalamin with cyanide, a dangerous poison. When you take cyanocobalamin, your liver has to work extremely hard to separate and remove the cyanide molecule before it can activate and use the B12 portion. This process not only wastes energy, but also puts a burden on the liver, which is especially harmful for older adults who already have declining liver function. Instead, methylcobalamin is the natural form of B12 that your body can recognize and use immediately without needing to go through any complex conversion process. But even when you choose the right type of B12, the next mistake can still cause your doctor to miss your actual deficiency. 5. Relying on the wrong blood test. This is a mistake that even medical professionals commonly make, leading to misdiagnosis and ineffective treatment. The B12 serum test that most doctors typically order only measures the total amount of B12 in your blood, not the amount of active B12 that your cells are actually using. This means you could have test results showing normal B12 levels in your blood, but your cells are still in a state of severe deficiency. This situation becomes more complicated when you're supplementing with folate or folic acid, as they can mask signs of B12 deficiency on standard tests. The MMA test, short for methylmalonic acid, is much more accurate in assessing B12 status. If MMA levels are high, it means B12 cannot reach the cells to perform important functions. And even if you know you're B12 deficient, there's still a silent barrier that can prevent absorption of this vitamin. 6. Poor absorption due to low stomach acid. This is a problem especially common in people over 50 and those who frequently experience digestive issues. B12 needs strong stomach acid to separate from proteins in food and bind with intrinsic factor, a special protein that helps absorb B12. When you have low stomach acid due to aging, frequent use of antacids, or chronic stress, B12 cannot be properly released and absorbed. Signs of this condition include frequent burping, feeling bloated after eating, and difficulty digesting protein-rich foods. The simple and natural solution is to mix 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in 2 cups of water and drink it before each meal. Apple cider vinegar will help enhance the quality of your natural stomach acid. 7. Taking it with calcium. That glass of milk or calcium supplement you take in the morning could be completely destroying B12's effectiveness. Calcium and B12 use the same absorption pathway in the small intestine, creating direct competition between these two nutrients. When you take B12 at the same time as milk, cheese, yogurt, or calcium supplements, calcium will dominate and prevent B12 from being absorbed into the bloodstream. The important rule is to space them at least 1 hour apart between taking B12 and any calcium-containing products. This means if you take B12 at 7 in the morning, you should wait until 8 o'clock before having coffee with milk or eating yogurt. 8. Missing cofactors. B12 needs a support team of other vitamins to function effectively in your body. B12 works together with folate and vitamin B6 in many important processes, including DNA creation, producing healthy red blood cells, and especially creating serotonin, the brain chemical that helps fight depression and improve mood. If you're missing any one of work inefficiently, beef liver is a natural food source that contains all 3 of these nutrients, making it a true superfood. Additionally, you can find folate and B6 in avocados, sunflower seeds, broccoli, pistachios, and dark leafy greens. If you decide to supplement with pills, choose methylfolate instead of folic acid because methylfolate is easier to absorb and doesn't cause buildup in body. 9. Ignoring gut health. Harmful bacteria in your gut can steal B12 before your body has a chance to absorb it. SIBO, short for small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, causes bad bacteria to compete directly with you for B12. The cruel irony is that many people believe eating lots of plant fiber is good, but in reality, this fiber can feed those harmful bacteria. Signs of SIBO include bloating, indigestion, stomach pain, and fatigue. Eating, especially after eating lots of vegetables. Solutions include following a carnivore diet temporarily for a few months to limit food for bad bacteria, combined with berberine, apple cider vinegar, and intermittent fasting to rebalance your gut microbiome. 10. Avoiding red meat. This is a controversial mistake, but one that's clearly proven by science. Red meat is the richest source of B12 and heme iron in the world, in a form that the human body can absorb and use most effectively. Plants contain absolutely no usable B12 except for a very small amount in chloral seaweed. This is exactly why vegetarians and vegans often experience severe B12 deficiency after many years. Studies show that deficiency rates in this group can reach up to 80%. My recommendation is to eat beef, organ meats, lamb, or seafood at least 4 times per week to ensure adequate natural B12 supply for your body. 11. Expecting immediate results. B12 is an essential nutrient, not a miracle drug that can deliver instant results. Your body needs time to use B12 and create positive changes. The process of creating new red blood cells takes 7 to 10 days. Symptoms like fatigue, pale skin, shortness of breath, and mood issues typically improve within 2 to 4 weeks. Specifically, repairing nerve damage caused by B12 deficiency can take 1 to 3 months when you supplement consistently and absorb it well. Patience and consistency are the keys to achieving optimal results. Now let's learn about the different types of vitamin B12 on the market so you can make smart choices. Methylcobalamin is the natural active form of B12 considered the best choice for brain health, nerve repair, improving sleep quality, and boosting energy. Sublingual tablets of methylcobalamin absorb very well because they go directly into the bloodstream through the mouth's mucous membranes. Added non-acetylcobalamin is another active form of B12, especially excellent for energy production at the cellular level. This type is very helpful for people with chronic fatigue syndrome and complex neurological issues. Hydroxycobalamin is a stable form of B12 commonly used by doctors for injections. The advantage of this type is that it stays in the body longer than other forms, making it an ideal choice for people with long-term and severe B12 deficiency. Finally, there's cyanocobalamin, the synthetic version found in cheap supplements and fortified foods. As mentioned, the liver must remove cyanide before it can activate B12, so it's best to avoid this type. Regarding signs of B12 deficiency, watch for pale skin, especially in the lower eyelids, vertical ridges on fingernails, heart rate faster than 100 beats per minute, feelings of emptiness or numbness in your head, shortness of breath when talking, blurred vision, tingling, enhanced in feet due to malnourished nerves, and sometimes ringing in the ears can also be related to B12 deficiency. Now it's your turn. Out of these 11 mistakes, how many are you making? Share the number in the comments. If you found this video helpful, please hit like and subscribe to our channel to explore more natural health secrets, specifically for people over 50. And as promised, to get the complete guide covering all 11 B12 mistakes, along with detailed solutions, visit the link in the description to register for the free resource. Thank you for watching, and in the next video.